Hey guys, so this is part 2 of the Dragon Ball Z Crazy Theory double feature. I wanted to make a part 2 because there is so much still to talk about now that there's a new arc which will be focusing on Frieza. I will pray that they focus on Frieza's background. Like, don't talk about Saiyans, don't talk about these things. We've been through that route. I really want them to really give Frieza a proper chance to really introduce the character of Frieza, like his family, his background, how he grew up. Like, I don't think Frieza always grew up the way we think he did. And I would love for him to like get a chance to really dive into his history. Now, we ask ourselves why Frieza is doing all this. Maybe, I just say maybe there's a crazy theory I thought of. The reason why Frieza hate Beerus so much, we know that Beerus is a god of destruction for Universe 7. Now, I'm not sure how long. That's another thing that Dragon Ball Z hate to do. They leave so much plot holes open that it's hard to really tell where these characters came from, or how did these characters came to be, or how did they became appointed. What if I tell you that another theory I have would be the reason why Frieza hate Beerus so much is that maybe Beerus was one of the causes that half of his race got erased, and to take revenge on that, he did that to the Saiyans to feel better about himself. This may sound crazy, but just hear me out. Beerus, we don't know how long he's been god of destruction. We know that Whis has been there since the end of time, and Whis says that in order for us to know the gods, one might take its place. So in the Beerus has been the god of destruction for more than, I think you could say, 70,000 years. Let's say it like that, 70 billion years. Beerus is old, like very old, but Whis is like an angel, and we haven't seen Whis grow old. Whis is something like his lifespan is limitless. We don't know how an angel dies due to the only thing that could kill an angel is an angel of the highest order, which is the Grand Priest or Zeno himself. And we saw that Zeno could destroy everything, or he could make the dragon Zalama or the dragon god bring things back, like the Super Shenron. So upon that, and why Frieza got the new form, and how we see all this is happening in the lore of Dragon Ball Z, we could clearly accept that from the tournament of power, this could connect this to the new arc that is coming, where Frieza, like I said, made a promise to himself to rule over Zenos, the two Zenos, because he wants to be the clear ruler of the multiverse, not just the 7th universe. Now that Frieza saw there's other universes out there, he's like, okay, it's like he was scanning the room, like, okay, I know who my competitions are. He has universe 1 all the way up to universe 12. He has strong warriors, but he also know that in those universes there are gods of destruction, there are gods of creation, and these is what makes up his, I would say, his threat category. If he could take just one of those things out, like for an example, I remember Frieza was making a deal with Universe 9, and he wanted to swap teams, but also he doesn't care about his team. But Frieza's so cunning, so we really don't know what he'd be up to. Flash forwarding to now, Frieza has a new form, and that new form, I believe, don't just comes out of nowhere. I believe at the end of the chapter where Whis says, you know, Goku was like, do you count that Frieza is now considered the most powerful being in the universe? And Whis was like, no, there are a new warrior has been born. So I believe, like I said in the previous video of part 1, Frieza made a deal with a new villain that we haven't seen yet. And I think that villain is one of those deities, or you could say one of those top five battle powers, and they managed to train Frieza or reward Frieza for conquering so many planets. So in a way, Frieza will have someone that wants to appoint him as god of destruction. What if that warrior wants to take down Beerus, and Beerus was one of the reasons why his entire family was wiped away? So in order for that person or that thing wants to get revenge, he saw Frieza as a perfect interlude to gain that stability. Frieza is not just a good villain, but Frieza shows promise of that he not only want to tame power of the gods, but he want to be the ruler to watch over all these anomalies. But definitely, I know they haven't introduced the demons like in the Dragon Ball Z universe. They should definitely do that, because the way I'm seeing things done now definitely requires that. Frieza is to see him train for 4 months to get super golden Frieza, and now training for 10 years put him at a level where if he's not close to Beerus, that would be shocking. He's at least 50% Beerus level, which would make him a crazy threat. Because Frieza's not looking at the Saiyans anymore. He's looking in the future. This Frieza is completely different from the Frieza we've met in the Ocean dub, or the Akira, what's that? All those different versions of Frieza that people has played, and the character, how they played it. This Frieza is way different. This Frieza is thinking about the future of himself, how he's gonna last. Now he don't just see the Saiyans as like problems. He see them as potential threats, but he could like dispose of them at any time. That's the type of Frieza I see now. Think about it. The first time we saw Frieza versus the Frieza that we see now, it's night and day. It's night and day. And remember, the last time we saw him into a form like that, even in the Namek arc, he was still holding up with Super Saiyan 1 Goku. That same Frieza, when he got fully resurrected, jumped leaps and bounds, surpassing Super Saiyan 3, 2, and Super Saiyan 1 and his base level, which is the white final form level. Then gaining the golden form, stack that up on it, and now he has the Black Frieza, which, like I said, the Black Frieza may not just be a color scheme. I think they're gonna give that Frieza a transformation. That's why we having a month hiatus before we get back into the Dragon Ball Z manga. I believe Frieza might either kill an angel or get to a position where he could start fighting angels now, which would be very dangerous. But that would be crazy that Frieza want to challenge Beerus for the. To challenge Beerus himself will be a big feat within Frieza's, I would say, career. Because Frieza always hated Beerus. He always felt like Beerus was that one person that sits on his neck. Because even though he could fight the Saiyans and like push them around, he knows that Beerus is the one to beat. So if Frieza say that, okay, if I become gods of destruction, they will have to obey me as the leader of the universe, and we will have to attain to it, because that is the law of the angels. They have to protect the gods of destruction. So guys, let me know what you guys think. If they were to create a Dragon Ball Z movie right now, do you think that they should give it a chance to make it more sense, to get Frieza? Let's say they give a history of Frieza and Beerus, and how when Frieza was growing up, how he really was. You know, that would mean a lot to me, because like I said again in my first video, we don't know that much about Frieza, and I would love for them to give a full dissect of Frieza's history and his race. Let me know what you guys think. I am Sleepy Celestial, and I am signing out. Thank you guys so much, and make sure you guys subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.